guys, Tiny here from Offtap Brewing. This video to you is going to seem like I'm just spruiking the words out really quickly, and it probably is because I've shot it. This is the 4th time. I just haven't been happy with any take that I've done. I sort of get off the track and start rambling on with other bullshit, and then 10 minutes later still haven't even gotten into anything. But hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday, Easter Monday. Making use of the day, spending with your family, or brewing beer. I spent the day with my family and teaching her how to brew beer. So, hey, the benefits. Hey, cheers to that. Cheers to that, guys. Very nice. Okay, I was asked today on the FB, on the Facebook, by a Bubbles and Chalk member. The question was, why don't I do full volume mashes? Basically, that's a 2-part answer. First part is a valid reason why I don't. Second part is the main reason why I don't. First part goes like this. My system, I've just ramped up to a very big system, 150 litre capacity in my boil pot, and my Brewmeister, which is part of my mash tun system, only holds 50 litres or 55 litres whilst mashing, and I've got a 100 litre mash tun which takes up the other sort of space, 15 odd kilos or 15 to 20 kilos to go in there, and the water necessary. Now, I don't put a lot of water in there because, pardon me, if I do, I'm using a recirc system and it can overflow with, you know, the mildest sort of upset. There can be overflows. I don't like that. I like a bit of headroom in there. So, to stop overflowing and just to make it a little bit easier. To go the full volume, I'd need probably 180 to 200 litres of water in a system that just can't carry that amount. So, you know, when I reach to the point where after I've done what I've got to do, excuse me, I let the dog in. Stop her from whinging. You go inside. You're not coming out. Go, go. Sorry for the interruption, guys. What was I saying? Yes. What I look for is when I'm pumping into my boil pot, I look for underhitting the volume, but well overhitting my sugar, which gives me a 20 litre leeway to top up and bring the sugar down. So I get my full volume to do my 6 cubes, and I'm at target gravity when I get there. So, you know, who cares how much you boil with, really? What's potato? If you're boiling with 120 litres and then you top up with 30 litres, it's all going to be the same, isn't it? It's, you know, as long as you know your sugar content and how you want to play with that, how much you want to put in, you've got a few litres to play with here and there. Now the other side of it is probably the most fundamental side that I've encountered with my limited experience of brewing. Now, when I say limited, I haven't been brewing for 10 years. I've only been brewing for 4 or 5 years, and probably the majority of that, probably just over half of that brewing has been kit and kilo and just brewing to drink beer. That wasn't $50 a carton. Then I got interested in it. Then I learned. One of the experiments that I've done in the past, and if Kezbar, if you're watching this, you'll know the one. It was the 3 mash-ins with the Brewmeister. Now, the goal there was to mash in with 12.5 kilos 3 times in the Brewmeister using the same water over and over. So by the time you pump that water out, you know, you're sitting there looking at 60 litres of water in the Brewmeister. That's, you know, off the charts on your hydrometer or your refractometer. You know, that's what our target was when we went into this, and we missed it by a big shot. We missed it so badly. The first brew was like a Efficient Plus. We got 12.5 kilos, 50 litres at 1,055 around there, 1,060, and we both looked at each other and went, yeah, this is going to be awesome. If we can do that 3 times, we're going to have 1,150 as our gravity. Okay, that's basic drunk talk for it's not going to happen. The second one mashed in and we dropped efficiency. It was like, what? We dropped down to 1035 and we couldn't understand it. And then it dawned upon us, we've oversaturated the water. The sugar's trapped in the grain. You know, we need to rinse it out. So we rinsed it out a little bit, sparge with a bit of water, and then filled it up with the sparge water, got it out. Sort of wasn't that efficient. We dropped down, basically we wasted 12.5 kilos of grain with that, and then we decided to dump that and then just mash in again with a fresh volume of water, and then that happened. We got the good volume, the good efficiency again. So then we had to put all that in and then boil it off. And I think the boil was like 4 hours one day and 6 hours the next day. It was massive. We got a volume and it was a big boil. We got a lot of gravity out of the big boil. The big boil off. Hours and hours and hours of, yep, add some more into that. We had cubes of just the wort to add back into it. Anyhow, that's on a video that's like probably 250 videos ago. But what that taught me was very simple. Once you oversaturate your water and once your water starts to be too saturated with sugar, it's going to really struggle to pick up more sugar. So that's the main reason. That's the main reason why I recirculate, to continually keep the mash and everything the same temperature, and then I sparge with clean, fresh water with no sugar in it. And I sparged. Today I sparged with 60 litres of water to get my volume in my pot before I boiled. And yes, I sparge at 82 degrees, guys. I know the haters are going to hate that, but 82 degrees hasn't released any off flavours into my beer. There's no harsh bitterness. I'm still controlling the bitterness with my boil. I'm still, you know, I'm experiencing nice beer as I brew it and drink it. You know, I occasionally stuff beer up by not putting enough hops in or bad yeast management, but my brewing technique is flawless. I get maximum efficiency and great results from it. So 82 degrees. I know all my mashes are complete conversion when I do them. I've done many tests and I know my times and temperatures. That's just ingrained in me. So we won't go into that. But to wash your grain out with just a little bit of sparge water makes a big difference. You know, as long as your mashing doesn't consist like Weet-Bix and it's just not enough water, you've definitely got to, you know, you've definitely got to have a volume of water in there to have the sugars release, to have the proteins bring the starch out of the, you know, the kernels. To do all that, you've still got to have that room in there to do it and for it to work. So, in answer, Joel, to your question, mate, that's it. It's simple. Is just increase my efficiency. You know, brewing at home just for yourself, just to make a nice beer. What's a kilo of grain extra to increase, you know, to get the gravity you are after? What's an extra kilo of grain between friends, you know? But when brewing on the scale that I am, a kilo of grain is going to add up to be a bag here and there, you know, and that's not what I want. That's not. I'm after the best I can get out of my system and the way I've set it up. I hope this answers your question, mate. You know, you can always drop around for a brew day, first Saturday of every month. I know you're working, but you know, I brew a lot, so you're welcome to come around and have a chat. You know, guys, if any of you guys have any more questions out there about the way I brew and the way I'm doing what I'm doing and the results I'm getting, please feel free to reach out and get in contact with me. I'm very contactable. I'm contactable on Facebook at Facebook.com/OT Brewing. Very contactable on there. I can, if you're a brewer and you're interested in some help and everything, I can add you into the Bubbles and Chalk Facebook page. You can always jump onto the Bubbles and Chalk forum, and that's the address is on my website, which is offtapbrewing.com. So feel free to jump on there, and there's many brewers on there that are well experienced, and some of them are more experienced than myself, and you can get some great help and advice there without the rubbish. Because the motto, there's no stupid questions. But anyhow, guys, Joel, I hope this helped you out. I hope it's helped a few people out. Hope I haven't just rambled, just utter crap. Hey, it's what I do. It's what I did today. It's what I did all weekend. Alright guys, remember, beer makes you smarter.